Okay, so for this question, the question basically asks about how will be the consumer surplus and producer surplus changed based on the different change of supply and demand. So firstly, let's draw a graph. The original graph, we have quantity and price, and we have the demand curve should be downward sloping and the supply curve upward sloping. And based on demand curve and supply curve, we have the equilibrium price. Let's say P star here and the equivalent quantity Q star here. Okay, so that's originally equivalent price and equivalent quantity, and based on the equivalent price and equivalent quantity, from the definition of consumer surplus and producer surplus, we know this large triangle here is consumer surplus, and this triangle here will be producer surplus. Okay, so this is the original case. And think about there's a frost in Florida. So if that's the case, a frost basically means that there will be some decrease in supply. And the decrease in supply, you need to draw a new supply curve. So the new supply curve should be a left shift of the original supply curve because there will be some supply decrease and should be a parallel shift. Okay, and the frost basically has no influence on the demand curve. So because of this left shift of supply curve, we have a new equivalent market price, let's say P prime, and a new equivalent market quantity, that is Q prime. Okay, so based on this new equivalent price and new equivalent quantity, we know that this triangle here will be the consumer surplus, right? And this triangle here will be the producer surplus, say prime to distinguish. And we could see that the first thing we could see is very general, that is the consumer surplus after the decrease of supply is smaller compared with the original consumer surplus. This reason is very simple. Because of the supply decrease, there will be some price increase, right? See that the price change from P star to P prime is a price increase. And because of price increase, definitely there will be less consumer who is willing to make the payment, who's willing to buy the good. As a result, the price increase will lead to consumer surplus decrease. Okay, but the influence of producer surplus, the producer surplus afterwards and the producer surplus before it, basically is ambiguous. Why it is ambiguous? Think about if the price increase. The price increase is actually beneficial to the producer, right? So if there's only price increase, we would expect the producer surplus increase. But the equivalent quantity decrease. Quantity decrease means that probably the producer surplus will also decrease. So the price increase lead to producer surplus increase, but the quantity decrease lead to producer surplus decrease. So when we combine these two, it's hard to tell whether the producer surplus increase or decrease. Okay, so the decrease of supply lead to consumer surplus decrease for sure, but the impact on producer surplus is ambiguous.